Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be unfolding the first chapter of my life, and it always begins from childhood. And you all might be wondering how I could relate my traumas, my anxiety and depression now that I'm facing with my childhood. It was not my parental issues, neither it was my upbringing. I had a wonderful upbringing by my parents, and I have a lovely sister right now at the moment whom I share an amazing bond with. But before getting to that point, I'd like to tell a short story that my parents has faced during their early 20s. Our parents lost their first daughter in the bus accident right in front of our house. मेरो मम चाहिँ बाहिर हुनुहुन्थ्यो काठमाडौँमा, and our father was in an event. घरमा सबैजना हुनुहुन्थ्यो, grandmother, फुपू, हाम्रो neighbors जुनसँग मेरो दिजु खेल्नुहुन्थ्यो. So जुन बेला it was their most amazing day and most special day of their lives, their marriage anniversary, it unfortunately happened to be first daughter's death anniversary as well. The fact that I can never forget is I was never attached with my sister, neither I saw her nor I was born. I just saw the pain, the tears, the emotional trauma that my parents faced while I was growing up. केही भन्नुभएको थिएन जबसम्म म बुझ्ने थिइन, जबसम्म मेरो बहिनी जन्मेर बुझ्ने भएको थिएन, हामीलाई केही थाहा थिएन. बट जुन बेला पनि एल्बम निकाल्दाखेरि they had their album of their first child, and we know how important is the first child for parents. एल्बम निकाल्दाखेरि आँखाभरि आँसु हुन्थ्यो, सबै birthday celebration. So I could barely imagine, and I could barely put myself in their shoes and see the fact that how strong parents I've got in my life. So that was before I was born, and after that, a special child of our parents, I, Nancy, was born on January 31st, 1998. My mother always says this, that your father has cried 2 times in his life until now. It was first when they lost their first daughter, and second with the happy tears when I was born. I was always pampered, so nurtured, and sometimes very spoiled as well. Because after they lost their daughter, it was me whom they gave birth to, and nothing could be special for them rather than me. You can only imagine how much love I was getting from my parents, and how pampered child I was, and how spoon-feeded and sometimes spoiled as well. I used to just utter that I needed a Barbie doll, fake nails, I need a toys, just in a fraction of minutes, seconds, that used to be right in front of my face. I was totally spoiled, I would say, as of now, because they never ever have scolded me until now, I would say, still. So you know, when you get too much of love and affection from your parents, you get too much of attention from them, you feel so pampered. So that's how I felt during my childhood. Eventually, I started going to school. My little sister was born, and she and I was just a batch junior and senior. We went to St. Joseph's School, and we had our different classrooms, different teachers, different friend circles. But we always used to go to the school together and come back home together. Our parents were very, very, very protective, I would say, because I could now tell that why they were so protective during our childhood. They used to share that since they lost their first daughter, like how protective they were about us. We were not even allowed to step out of the house without being surrounded with either with them or with either with our helpers or our grandma. They actually lost their trust towards our relatives as well. I could sense it now, and I feel like being so protective towards us, sometimes we used to think like, why can't we go there, you know, so much of tantrums. And my mother, she did not even allow us to play badminton or like, you know, go outside of the house itself without wearing a sleeper. And like as soon as it was about to be afternoon during the weekend time, we had to get back to home and start studying. And you know what we used to do, I and my sister? We used to play name place animal thing. हामी त्यो नेम प्लेस एनिमल थिङ गेम खेल्थ्यौँ अनि त्यसपछि पढे जस्तो गर्थ्यौँ बिकज आवर मदर वाज भेरी स्ट्रिक्ट वेन इट केम टु स्टडी and she always wanted us to focus, but we used to play apart from doing our homeworks, of course, like we had our tuitions and apart from school studying, we had to have our self-study time as well. And she wanted us to grow up as a disciplined children, so she wanted us to have our own time while studying, and we used to lock the door of our room and we used to start playing name place animal thing. अनि म यस्तो इभिल मान्छे थिएँ, लाइक यति ज्याली खेल्थेँ बहिनीले जितिरहेको हुन्थ्यो बट म चाहिँ लाइक आई वान भन्थेँ, स्टप भन्थेँ होइन. अनि त्यसपछि झगडा हुन्थ्यो, झगडा जहिले पनि मेरो कारणले हुन्थ्यो. बट I used to cry. I was a crybaby, and that's what I call myself. And that's my weakness, that I'm very emotional in person and in nature still. So म रुन्थेँ अनि त्यसपछि रुएपछि मम आउनुहुन्थ्यो अनि ममले चाहिँ बहिनीलाई गाली गर्नुहुन्थ्यो, not me. My sister always got scolded for no reason. In fact, always that was my mistake, and she had to get scolding, and she was the one who never showed her emotions, never even uttered a word against me. But I was kind of evil. When we used to fight, I used to curse her to death. I did not know the meaning of death. I did not know the meaning of anything. I just used to say whatever used to come up on my mind. And मैले चाहिँ जतिखेर पनि त मरिहाल्दा भइहाल्थ्यो, त किन जन्मेको पनि, यस्तो कुराहरू भन्थे जसले मलाई धेरै रिग्रेट गराउँछ and what not. तर मम आउनुहुन्थ्यो रुममा अनि त्यसपछि हामी झगडा गरिरहेको बेला I used to be the mouth person, like say whatever that has got on my heart, and she used to be like हातले हैन. अनि हाम्रो चाहिँ त्यस्तो हुन्थ्यो, मेरो चाहिँ मुख धेरै चल्थ्यो, मेरो बहिनीको हात छिटो चल्थ्यो. But the fact that मम आउने बित्तिकै ममले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो, तिमीहरू कुकुर बिरालो जस्तै झगडा गर्छौ, कुन दिन छुट्टिन्छौ र थाहा पाउँछौ एकअर्काको इम्पोर्टेन्स भनेर. सो धेरै कुरा याद आउँछ त्यो सबै कुरा भन्दाखेरि हैन. अनि त्यसपछि लाइक आई वाज भेरी प्याम्पर्ड. सो माई नेचर वाज always giving, always sharing. I always had that belief that sharing is caring. बच्चैबाट नै भन्छु हैन, अरूको खुसी चाहिँ, अरूलाई खुसी देख्दाखेरि चाहिँ म आफू खुसी हुन्थेँ, धेरै नै खुसी हुन्थेँ. अनि मलाई मम ड्याडीले पनि जहिले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो, तिमी त चाह्यो भने सबै बाडेर सिधाइदिन्छौ सारा संसार नै. बिकज आई युज टु लभ फिडिङ माई फ्रेन्ड्स, माई बच्चैबाट नेबरमा हुर्केको हामी साथीहरू. अनि त्यसपछि स्कुलमा पनि म त्यस्तै नै थिएँ हैन. आई युज टु सेलिब्रेट एभ्री टिचर्स डे, अनि सबै सब्जेक्टको टिचरको बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट गर्थेँ. अनि आई जस्ट युज टु like it, you know, when people feel appreciated, when people feel loved, when people feel that they've been getting respect, immense unconditional love from their loved ones. Love doesn't mean that you have to have somebody else in your life as in third person, right? So family host, neighbors host, childhood friends host, teachers, of course, teachers, because I and my sister used to spend almost all of us, right? Like during school days, के गर्थ्यौँ 8:30 बजेदेखिको 4:30-5 बजेसम्म हामीहरू सबैजना स्कुलमै हुन्थ्यौँ. So school was our second home and teachers were our second parents. So सबैजनालाई चाहिँ मलाई केक काट्न धेरै रमाइलो हुन्थ्यो. म क्लासरुममा के गर्थेँ भन्दाखेरि सबैजनाबाट लाइक म क्लास मोनिटर पनि हुन्थेँ. सबैजनाबाट पैसा कलेक्ट गर्थेँ. अनि त्यसपछि ल मेरो एउटा बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड छ. I would love to name him because he's still my best friend since 20 years. His name is Mukul. And if you're watching this, Mukul, you're still important in my life. And the childhood we have, the school days we have had share during that time is still in my memories, and I still look up to you as an inspiration. So मलाई उसको चाहिँ चकलेटहरूको दोकान थियो होइन, कृष्ण भन्ने. अनि त्यसपछि उसकोमा धेरै टोइजहरू पनि पाउँथ्यो, सो फ्यान्सी स्टफ होइन. अनि त्यसपछि मुकुल एन्ड आई वर भेरी 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 किडिश एन्ड भेरी फन लभिङ पर्सन. म बच्चैबाट चाहिँ एकदमै रमाइलो गर्थेँ. अनि सो हरेक टिचर्स डेको लागि, हरेक टिचरको बर्थडेको लागि म सबै वर्षबाट पैसा उठाउँथेँ. अनि त्यसपछि केक अर्डर दिने काम एकजनालाई दिन्थेँ, बलुन्सहरू डेकोरेसन गर्न अर्कोलाई दिन्थेँ. त्यसपछि चक्लेट ल्याउने काम चाहिँ जहिले पनि मुकुलको हुन्थ्यो बिकज ही ह्याड अ लेजेन्ड बिग store for chocolates and toys and presents. So त्यस्तोहरू हुन्थ्यो. अनि त्यसपछि म चाहिँ अनि हरेककोमा ल टिचर आउने बित्तिकै व्हाइट बोर्डमा हुन्छ, ब्ल्याक बोर्डमा हुन्छ, ह्याप्पी बर्थडे, ह्याप्पी टिचर्स डे यस्तो यस्तो लेख्थेँ. सो मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्थ्यो भने अहिले पनि मान्छेहरू भन्नुहुन्छ मलाई कि फर्स्ट लुक अप टु योर सेल्फ एन्ड मेक योर सेल्फ ह्याप्पी इन अर्डर टु सेयर ह्याप्पिनेस. बट मलाई त्यो स्टेटमेन्ट अहिलेसम्म पनि बुझ्न सकेको छैन र आई डोन्ट थिङ्क आई कुड एभर इभन अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द्याट स्टेटमेन्ट बिकज it's just my nature that I could feel happiness when I see my loved ones happy. So बढ्दै अब लाइक क्लासेस 1, 2, 3 बाट अलिकति हेल्दी हुँदै गएँ. सो आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर म क्लास 4 ग्रेड 4 मा हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति हेल्दी थिएँ, चब्बी थिएँ होइन. बट स्टिल आई वाज एन एप्पल अफ several people's eye. अब टिचरको होस् या साथीहरूको होस् या सिनियर्सको होस् या जुनियरको. बट म चाहिँ एकदमै पपुलर थिएँ भन्छु, बट बच्चैबाट नै. तर म अलिकति हेल्दी भएँ. अनि मायाले नै भए पनि लाइक सबैजनाले मोटी फ्याटी भनेर भन्थ्यो होइन. अब त्यति बेला त अब केही लाग्दैन थियो स्कुलमा, तर घर आएर चाहिँ रुन्थेँ कि. अनि म मेरो बहिनीलाई भन्थेँ, मेरो मम्मीलाई भन्थेँ. अनि that means like I had something piling up since then. Like पहिल्यैबाट नै मलाई कति कुरा अफेक्ट भइरहेको रहेछ. But it never got to the point where I lost my mind when I was a child then. Right? So bullying. Now I know the meaning of bullying. Now I'm aware of what actually bullying means. I think I've faced a lot of it several times since childhood itself. Moti, Hati, Fatty, so many names. अहिले सोच्दाखेरि सबैजनाले अहिले हामी सबैजनाले we could be like don't use such name, use healthy, right? But त्यति बेला त मायाले भनोस् या कराएर भनोस् या जिस्काएर भनोस्, तिम्रो हिप त यत्रो ठुलो, तिम्रो यो त यस्तो होइन, कति खान्छौ. सो दोज लिटल थिङ्स म देखाउन सक्दिनँ त्यही इमोसन्सहरू. आई नेभर युज टु सो इट टु अदर पिपल बिकज also that I wasn't straightforward and मलाई अरूको चित्त दुखाउन मन लाग्दैन थियो. मेरो चित्त दुखे पनि तर घर आएर चाहिँ साह्रै नै रुन्थेँ, साह्रै नै चित्त दुखाउँथेँ. बट माई पेरेन्ट्स, मेरो बहिनी हुन्थ्यो अनि हजुरआमा सबैजनाले धेरै नै माया गर्नुहुन्थ्यो. अनि ड्याडीले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो हामी खाता पिता खानदानको हो नि त भनेर हँसाइदिनुहुन्थ्यो. सो त्यसरी नै बित्यो भनौँ बच्चामा. अनि त्यसपछि my parents decided for me to keep hostel at United Academy in Kathmandu. So अब मैले छोडेर आउनु पर्यो अनि त्यसपछि हस्टेल बसेपछि when I was in grade 5th I actually lost out of track. मलाई पढाइमा फोकसै हुँदैन थियो. हस्टेल लाइफ बिहानै 4 बजे उठेर टेक्वान्डो क्लास, त्यसपछि बास्केटबल क्लास, त्यसपछि like hot meal, त्यसपछि go for the entire classes you have to got to attend, त्यसपछि same routine. पढ्ने टाइममा म बुक लिएर खाँदै बस्थेँ अनि अरूलाई यसरी बाँड्दै बस्थेँ. मम्मी ड्याडीले लाइक भेट्न आउँदाखेरि यति धेरै हाइड एन्ड सिक बिस्किट, द्याट वाज माई फेभरेट बिस्किट, यति धेरै हाइड एन्ड सिक बिस्किट, यति धेरै भुजिया, यति धेरै कुकिज, के ल्याइदिनु, चक्लेट्स, एभ्रिथिङ. त्यो 1 महिनालाई खान पुग्थ्यो तर म 1 हप्ता पनि नलगाइकन सिद्ध्याउँथेँ. इट्स नट मी हु आई एट एम अल बट आई युज टु सेयर. अनि म सबैलाई बाँडिदिन्थेँ अनि त्यसले मलाई खुसी दिन्थ्यो. अनि त्यसपछि I told my parents like I need more food, I need more junkies. अनि त्यसपछि अनि they always used to, they never said no, but the fact they asked me once was like सबै तिमीले नै खान्छौ भनेर. अनि त्यसो होइन म बाँड्छु सबैजनालाई. So then they might have realized that she can never change because म बच्चामा पनि त्यस्तै थिएँ, हस्टेल राखेर नि त्यही भयो. But hostel लाइफमा के भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ I actually understood the importance of my sister अनि त्यसपछि the importance of my parents and also the importance of studying. तर त्यो चाहिँ सपोर्ट बिना हुँदैन भनेर चाहिँ त्यति बेला थाहा भयो. एक्लै हुँदाखेरि you feel like where are you, but I was so extrovert, so active to be in social life that I used to, बच्चामा 5th grade मा हुँदा पनि I used to talk to my seniors who were studying at 9th grade. म उहाँहरूको रुममा गएर मस्तले चिल गर्थेँ, बोल्थेँ, ओर्थेँ, घुलमिल्न खोज्थेँ. केटाहरूसँग समीर, श्रीजा, I still remember all of my good friends' name. I used to be so I was very convenient and very bubbly in nature when I was at hostel also, but the fact that I missed was my family. अनि म एकदमै पढाइमा चाहिँ एकदमै नै बिग्रेँ हैन. युनाइटेड एकाडेमी यस्तो स्ट्रिक्ट स्कुल, त्यसैमाथि लाइक मलाई स्टिल याद छ मैले क्लासेस बङ्क गरेकोमा लाइक मैले पाइप खाएको छु. अनि त्यसपछि सो त्यहाँ पनि सबै केटाहरूले जिस्काउँथ्यो. केटाहरू भन्ने बित्तिकै चाहिँ म अलिकति साई नै हुन्थेँ. अनि मलाई चाहिँ जहिले पनि एउटा साथी श्रीजा चाहिँ मसँग जहिले पनि हुन्थ्यो. आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर हर. अनि उसँगै हिँड्थेँ, उसँगै खान जान्थेँ ताकि अरूले नजिस्काओस् भनेर. I don't know for what, like I don't know for what reasons, like केटाहरू होस् या केटीहरू होस् कुनै न कुनै चाहिँ लाइक जहिले पनि either it was jealousy or like केटाहरूमा चाहिँ एकदमै जिस्काउने बानी होला हैन. अलिकति लाइक हर्ट चाहिँ हुन्थेँ म. तर हस्टेल आइसकेपछि रोएर कसलाई सुनाउने. पहिला पो त कम्प्लेन गर्दाखेरि मम्मी, ड्याडी, बाबुलाई भन्न मिल्थ्यो, तर त्यहाँ त कोही नै थिएन. अनि एक्लै रुयो, खाना खायो, पढ्यो 11 बजेसम्म. पढ्यो त पढाइको नामको लागि मात्र, because I did not have focus at all. I could tell that I failed 2 to 3 subjects during that year and I totally lost it. I was so emotional. I got homesick and I told my parents that I just cannot now. And as always, they could never say no. अनि त्यसपछि they decided, okay, let's go back. अनि त्यसपछि फेरि सेन्ट जोसेफ स्कुल आए. And I was so excited, but at the same time I was sad. हुन्छ त्यस्तो, किनभने साथीहरूसँग अट्याचमेन्ट भएपछि अहिले पनि हुन्छ मलाई हैन. छुटिँदाखेरि म धेरै रुन्छु. सो त्यहाँबाट घर आयो. अनि त्यसपछि सेन्ट जोसेफ स्कुलमा, of course, it was the school that I studied since nursery, so धेरै नै attachment थियो. But then फर्केर आएपछि I saw a little bit change on myself. Was I understood the importance of my sister. I understood the importance of my parents, their hard work, their protective nature, and unconditional love. So I started my grade 6th of education from St. Joseph again. I'll be talking more about my further studies and further teenage life in my next video, so please stay tuned and hope you could relate it a little with this chapter of my life.